that you sometimes you may not erase that completely. When you talk of, for example, emotions, you may not, but it has to be brought to the barest minimum. And then honesty and integrity. This is an area that we really need to stress, particularly to our students who carry out research work. How honest are you in the work that you are doing? How many of us will go and do tumbo at the end of the day? You come out with results. You say you have done research. You sit in the comfort of your homes or hostels, and you begin to fill in questionnaire yourself. You complete the questionnaire, and then you come, you say you are analyzing data. Which data? Where did you collect it? In fact, some students will be so obvious that they didn't even go out at all. A student is carrying out a research on the maybe performance of students in secondary schools in Obiakoro government area. And you ask the student, how many secondary schools are there in Obiakoro? The person will be looking at you. But you said you have done the research. You don't even know how many schools. So how would you know the number of students? So the aspect of honesty is very crucial in research work. And remember that whatever results that you get are supposed to be generalized. And then you come up with something that is fake. And then you begin to say this is your research results. You are going to make recommendations. Please, I don't want this. We said this after this talk now, the refreshment. Why are we sharing it now? Please, if it will cause distractions, then we'll put a hold. Can we put a hold? We can do that during question and answer time, please. They know where they stop now. They know where they stop.
Keep on saying. Keep on saying that she's live.
All right, so let's be quiet about it. So we're talking about honesty and integrity. Your integrity is at stake. Particularly if you are carrying out the research work that has been sponsored. Remember, we talked about grants. If you get a grant, one thing they give us, what they expect from you is honest reports. And they usually monitor, because if you do not get what they want, if you do not conform with their guidelines and give honest report, then it means your integrity is at stake. You will never get a grant from such a body. Yesterday, one of the suspects told us that some people get these grants and they just pocket the money. That is integrity. What kind of integrity has that researcher who just collects money and puts it in his pocket? Or who collects the money and diverts it to something else? So these are ethical issues that we must bear in mind. They are very important. The next slide. So we have talked about ethical issues. My mentee, when he comes on board, he will also expatiate on that. Now let's look at artificial intelligence. Of course, Professor Zed, who just completed his own talk, gave us the different types or kinds of artificial had up to about 8 or 10 of them. But here, we have grouped them into just 2. The narrow AI, which is the weak one, which is the one that is currently in use. The general AI is a long-term one and is not yet developed. Why do we say that it is not yet developed? The AI that we have now, they need human touch to be able to operate them. If you have robots now, if you do not press a button or give any prompt, the robot will not move. So human beings operate them, what we have now. But the general one that is still being developed, we don't know if that will be possible. Maybe that will be done maybe by God himself, because it will not be a complete human being that will not be prompted. For example, you go to sleep and then you wake up in the morning. You are grateful to God for doing that. Will we get to that point whereby we'll create some robots that will just be living like human beings? We may not get to that stage. That's why it is still being developed. All that we have now, all the artificial intelligence tools that we have now are human operated. You operate them. Otherwise, they will not give you any information. We are talking about giving prompts now to some of the tools. It is human beings that will prompt that tool to be able to give you what you want. We may never get to that stage where you have such tools just waking up and giving you information without being prompted. That's why we say they are yet to be developed. I will stop here and let Dr. Omuke continue. Thank you. Show them that I didn't put your name.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you for giving me this platform. So far, we've discussed about AI and their various components and the ethical consideration. Maybe we'll give a touch to some practical sessions and the biases in artificial intelligence. Which is in the next slide. Go back. Okay, no, go back. Ethical considerations. You agree with me that when you use different AI tools, just like the first resource person said, ChatGPT, Claude AI, Trinka AI, as the case may be, if you use the first prompt or any prompt, and for example, let's say if you have a research work on human resource management,